Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hey, hey, Jim.
hi.
Hey, fakeologist.
How's it going, guys?
Okay.
Good, good.
Welcome to the show. I already turned it on. I was gonna play some bizarre music that I just was exposed. My brother just sent it to me. I'm gonna play it mainly for Phil because I don't think Jim is into music as much. But I know Phil likes, well, maybe likes Devo a little bit.
Yeah, Devo. I had one of their albums.
Well, the song is called "Beautiful World" here that you like so
Oh,
much.
yeah, yeah. That's an old time favorite. Yeah, and now I appreciate it
So
even
I'm gonna.
more.
Oh, do you?
You
Yeah,
think it's a
because
beautiful world?
well,
Yeah, I think it's a great world.
nukes are fake. I mean, all these shootings are fake. I mean, heck, you can't get better than that.
No, I know it is good. Okay, let
Yeah.
me play a bit of this. This has nothing to do with tonight's show, but I know Phil might be interested in this song or this band. It's a very bizarre band, and I thought I'd just play a little bit of it because it's so strange. And before I came on, I was watching some reaction videos. Do you know what reaction videos are on YouTube?
I I
No.
don't know.
It's where people are watching other YouTube videos or musicians and reacting to it,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and they make a living doing it. It's kind of crazy. But let me play a bit of this. This band is called Angine de Poitrine. They're from Quebec, and they're in Toronto this week. I'll just play a bit. It's kind of bizarre. It's bizarre stuff. So nothing to do with anything other than it's just different. I want to see if Phil likes this. Yeah.
I already don't like it.
You don't like it already? You got
I don't like the hand signals.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I don't know where Esma Renz is at all. I have to look it up. I just gonna play it through it. My brother watched them last night and he said they're way better in person than in the video. Just give me a few more minutes, more seconds rather.
Well, the people in the comments are giving their 2 cents.
All right, that's Angine de Poitrine. It's from Quebec, and they're the hottest thing going right now, at least in Canada. And I don't know if they're
Man,
going.
things must be really cold in Canada.
It's actually
If that's
really
the hottest
hot.
thing.
All right, so Phil, that's a no bueno from you.
Well, at least there wasn't any gangster rap, because that I immediately turn off.
Yeah, well, no,
No
I
heck.
think it's a rebellion against the AI slop. Oh, Rennes is in France. Okay, so Esma
okay.
is in Rennes, France.
Because I don't
Yeah,
like if there's an X on a immediately channel.
Uh-oh, Phil, you're going all digital on me. Hey, Phil, you're going digital.
Oh, you can't hear me?
You went
Tap, tap.
you went digital.
I didn't think
Oh.
the music was that bad. It was. I mean, I thought it was going to be worse. I mean, they're kind of weird looking, but I thought the music was catchy. But No,
Jim, all right, I love it.
no,
Jim,
I wouldn't go out buying the record because I don't listen to music anyway. But
yeah,
I didn't find it objectionable. Okay.
yeah. Well, it's discordant actually. It's meant to be discordant. That's the whole point of it. And if
Yeah.
you watch a couple musicologists, I'm not a musicologist, I'm a fakeologist, but if you watch them analyze it, and I'm not a musician, but they talk about timing, they talk about looping, they talk about micro tuning. This isn't a normal guitar. The frets are spaced differently, so you're getting off tone sounds. They're just meant to be, I guess, a giant finger to the AI slop. I don't know if you've listened to some of the AI music. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
And these guys are quite original, and people are responding in an incredible way. So I just thought I'd bring that up. Sometimes we need to talk about different things.
Well, I like if I had to play any musical instrument, I'd probably be a drummer. Or
Yeah,
I
me
could,
too. Me
yeah.
too. I was a drummer for a bit.
Okay. All right. So I could probably do the drums, and that's why I thought he was, doing pretty good with the drums. You know what I mean? Just simple, just a simple movement with the drums. Nothing fancy schmancy.
Yeah,
I
I
used to
do
play
it.
saxophone in the marching band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the clarinet. I went from
Okay,
clarinet to the saxophone.
you did the reeds. You did the reed instruments. Yeah, those are really hard to play. So well done on you, Phil.
Yeah, yeah. I was okay, but I didn't get into it.
No, I was a drummer for a few years, but I didn't do anything with it either. But I can keep a beat. But that guy, if you watch the rest of this is a half-hour performance, and the things he's doing are crazy. And these guys are using a lot of technology as well. For instance, one of the guys is speculating. One of the people that were analyzing it says the drummer probably has a time keep piece in his ear to keep time because everything is going so off time all the time. So he needs something to keep it on.
You know what I remember from my saxophone days is I was good at reading notes or copying notes. Like what I did, like back in those days, the Star Wars movie came out, and so what I wrote the notes for the theme to Star Wars, and I converted it to saxophone, and then I started playing it in class, and everybody in class could recognize what I was playing, and they got all excited, saying, let me see your sheet, because I wrote a sheet with the notes, and I had like a couple different kids asking me to read my sheet and to copy it, and so I was good at translating notes into, and hearing it with my ear and translating it onto paper. That's
Okay.
what I was good at.
Okay.
But I didn't, pursue it.
You didn't pursue it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can't all pursue our dreams. Sometimes we have to go to work.
That's right. Life calls. And
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I learned at an early age that I was never going to make any money from it. And I just had to go to work like everyone else.
Yeah.
And, who knows? Maybe I could have, but.
Okay, let's talk about your channel, Phil, and then we'll talk about Jim's channel, and then maybe some fakeology, and we'll take a call or two. And got it.
What can I bring up something here about music? I went to school. I don't like the name drop, but I went to school with the guy who played in REO Speedwagon. You hear them?
Of course. Who? I don't know the names of the band members, but who was it?
Yeah, Dave Amato. So I knew him, and we're friends. And he actually played with Cher. He played with a lot of people, and he ended up in REO Speedwagon. And I like that type of music. That music was okay.
I had an REO Speedwagon. I think I had 2 REO Speedwagon albums.
Yeah,
sorry, what was the guy's name?
Dave Amato.
Okay, I'm looking here. It says the longtime members included Kevin, Neil, Gary, Alan, Bruce. I don't see Dave, but maybe he was earlier or something.
No, he was in the group. I just saw. I thought I sent you that email. There was just an article on the internet How did you spell his last name?
Oh, here we go. Later stable lineups included Dave Amato. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so Dave
so he
Amato
was
was
one
on
of the
guitar.
replacement. You know, the lead singer from REO Speedwagon is still touring. We set up a show at the local casino for him, but I'm
Kevin
the other
Cronin?
band members were replacements.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
this happens because these bands go on forever.
yeah,
That's the thing, and they don't like to. If it works, they keep it going. But yeah, the individual members come and go for sure. Yeah,
Dave. He
Dave
collected guitars. He has a really big collection, I guess, of guitars. Because I saw a YouTube video that he was talking about his guitars. You know.
Yeah, he's born in Framingham. That's
Yeah.
your place.
Yeah. I went to. I mean, he graduated me, and you know, I knew him well. And you know, he was in a band. You know, at the time. In fact, he was in a band.
The
You know, his best.
Sandstones.
What's that?
The Sandstones.
Oh, I don't know. But
That was the
I don't
band.
know. Okay. Well, one of the guys that was in the band, he actually ended up getting shot and killed.
Hold on, I got Steve Bremner, Gino Bonvini, Gary Pegararo. One of those guys?
Yeah, no, not them. No, not. He was. His name was Mark Mariani, and anyway, he later on, way later on, he owned a jewelry store in Waltham, Massachusetts, and someone came in one night and robbed the store and shot him. And so that was the end of him. But you know, I knew these guys well. I mean, Mark was a nice guy, and Dave was a really nice guy, very calm, and he's just nice. You know what I mean? He wasn't mean, or he didn't care about, you know, material things. He just was a nice guy. You know?
Yeah, he didn't care about the Jews.
Oh, I don't know. I know.
Nice guys can call out the Jews.
I'm just well, yeah.
Nice guys.
I just thought I'd throw a little comedy here. Oh, well, that's good. You know, Jim and Phil are not just singly dimensional; they are multi-dimensional. It's good to know.
Well, I noticed that Till in the comments is wants to get the conversation a little bit salty here. He says, "I challenge you to bring on Monica and Bruce to debate Phil live on Fakeologist. What say you?"
Yeah.
Well, you know, so I left that. I stopped going to that show, and you know, my son. My Sundays are pretty packed. You know, but you know, I turned 60 recently, and I'm getting up in age, and I kind of just don't have time for small talk. Let's just put it that way.
All right, you don't want to debate. I get it. It's all right.
Well, you know,
because he's a coward. That's why he's a coward.
They know what I'll say. I'll say, "How come you're ignoring all these events that are happening in the media?"
Well, who cares about all those events? You're just talking to them.
Because these recent events are manipulating our society. That's why.
It's nonsense, Phil. All that stuff's nonsense.
I know. I mean, that's exactly why they put it in the media.
Well, who cares?
It's not nonsense.
Who cares about ICE? I don't give a shit about ICE.
Oh, well, I mean, it's the same thing with the Klan. Do you also not give a shit about the Klan?
Yeah, well, I already told you about the Klan. You didn't accept my viewpoint. You got it all wrong about the KKK. You didn't listen to me when I talked to you.
Yeah, we've got 100 different versions of what the KKK was.
No, the Bonds Review, and you don't read it, I know. The Bonds Review wrote a really good article about how the Klan developed. And it didn't develop any way like you said it. Okay.
Wait. Did it develop like Drake said it? Because Drake said he had family members in the Klan. Do you remember that?
Well,
yes,
I do. When you talk about the Klan, you got to understand the original Klan is nothing like what it became later. Okay, later it became.
Oh yeah, Nathan Bedford Forrest. I believe he was a genuine guy. Yes, I believe.
Well,
yeah.
I look at. I'm just telling you the way the Klan developed. Do you want me to tell you what happened?
But Nathan
or no?
Bedford Forrest would not hang black people. Okay, that's
Bill, you're not listening to me. I'm trying to explain how the Klan developed, and you could do what you want with it later on because it went off the beaten path later on, and that's what the people think of it. Okay, let me just briefly show you or tell you. Here's what happened after the end of the war. Okay, we had we had the people down the south, the soldiers. You know, it was kind of boring down there because the North came in and completely devastated everything, and so the Southerners, really had not much going on. So one night, one of the guys, he dressed up and he put on he put on a robe, over him, and he went riding through the neighborhood, just to create a ruckus. Okay, it's like a joke. Okay, so he rode through the neighborhood. He got everybody up in arms, but it was a joke. People were laughing all about it, and then eventually they put hoods on, I guess, whatever. But that's how it started. It started as a joke, and then it developed into a friendship amongst the southern soldiers, and they became friends, and then it developed from there. And then what happened? Eventually it went out of business. I mean, they just closed it all down. It was like, guys getting together, having a good time, doing fun things like that, trying to entertain the people. And later on, after it was disbanded, then it got started back up by the type of people that wanted to go in their racist direction. Okay.
You mean like Feds, do you think took it over?
Yeah, that would be the Yankees. That would be the Yankee propaganda. Because anything that's based on racism is always a communist agenda. And I know that the Yankees were communist because Abraham Lincoln was communist, and all the red revolutionaries from Germany came over to fight for the Union Army because they had been promised by Abraham Lincoln himself that they'd be able to loot and plunder and rape as much as they want. And see, the red revolutionaries didn't give a damn about the Southern cause or about the Northern cause. They just wanted to rape and loot and plunder. That's all they cared about. And that's your typical communist attitude when it comes to war. And so the Yankees were the ones who entertained the communists in their ranks. And it showed because they are the ones who did all the war crimes down in the South, right? And so communism always, and every time communism starts a war, they always base it upon racism. They said the Civil War was about slavery, and then they said that World War II was about the Germans killing the Jews, and America had to go over and cross an ocean and invade Europe because they had to save the Jews that Germany was killing, and that was the cause for the war, right? And so, which was just anytime they use racism as their cause, it's always a communist agenda.
Okay. But what about Drake's view of the Klan? Because he said he was part of it, or his parents.
Well, yeah, I guess I probably believe him because
does that fit in with what you think? What you guys?
Yeah, because it fits in with who I think the Klan members really are. Yes, and so that would fit. Yes.
Well,
Okay.
the Klan got a bad rap later on because people came into it that had another agenda, to do bad stuff or whatever. And even to this day, anytime you talk to David Duke, I mean, people, want to slander him and defame him. They always bring up he was a member of the Klan. Yeah, 50 years ago? You know what I mean?
Hey, Jim, do you want to watch Cloverfield's latest video? This might be
I saw it. It was really, I don't know what the big deal about it was.
Okay, why is Diane wearing an army hat?
Well, Cloverfield likes to play games. See, Diane, okay, let me tell you, Cloverfield, again, a liar, and you guys can, call me a liar now, but Diane,
call you a liar to your face.
I'm gonna tell you why you're probably gonna call me a liar too.
We're gonna wait till you get off the show. I never once called you a liar.
Okay. Diane was in the service.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
Well, if you say so, I have no way of telling.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you. Okay. Cloverfield's making a joke about it. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's stupid what he's doing, but Diane was in the service, I think 5 or 6 years, whatever the hell she was.
Yeah, a lot of people are in the service for sure.
So that's it. Cloverfield, I don't even know why he's putting this video up, and it really doesn't prove anything except stupid stuff.
Alex Jones did a whole thing. Again, I don't watch these guys. I just get notifications, on the BitChute channel, stuff like that. And Alex Jones was talking about Netanyahu being killed.
I know, I saw
What
it.
the
So
hell?
he's still calling the shots.
You know, what the look, I don't know what's going on, but let me just tell you, whatever's going on, we are not getting the right information.
Well, I agree with that.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why even Cloverfield put this up because there's nothing. I'm not saying anything.
Call in, Cloverfield.
But what am I saying that's wrong? I'm telling you, Phil would probably agree with me. You probably agree with what I'm talking about. I'm saying a lot of stuff is fake. What they're showing us is fake, and all that stuff. And Cloverfield is making a big deal about it. I don't know why.
Hey, let me speed it up a bit.
Well, here's one thing: is that this is probably true. The little piece of information that comes through that a base that apparently housed a number of U.S. soldiers was hit
by a drone.
By an Iranian drone. And so they have their equipment. They have their weapons that actually trump, no pun intended.
Hold on. We got a new guest came into the studio. Vicky, hello.
Vicky.
Hello,
Vicky.
Hello.
Hi, Vicky. I'm good. Turn up your volume a little bit, dear.
Okay.
Crank it up a bit.
Yeah, let me see if I can sort this out. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll boost you as much as I can. I'll boost you to 150. Say hi to Jim and Phil. And
Hello,
Diane.
Phil and
Diane's not
Jim.
really here.
Talk to you, Jim.
Yeah, hello.
I don't know if I can you hear me or not?
Oh, I hear you. Just turn off your camera and then zoom in the volume a bit. Just speak a little louder. That's all. Do you have a question for the panel?
The esteemed panel.
That's what I meant to say. The esteemed panel. The word didn't come to mind. Go ahead, Vicky. Do you have?
Hi, Vicky.
I think she turned her mic off for a sec. So I just wanted her to turn off her camera in case she didn't know it was on. She must have turned off her mic.
Anyway,
yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Well, no. I mean, what he does here, he just plays games with the video and makes it sound stupid. If that's what Cloverfield gets his kicks out of, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Okay. Well, he's a fan, obviously. Vicky, are you still there? I think I deleted the. Well, there you are.
No pun intended. Vicky? Our weapons, and they're
calling Vicky.
It seems like, look, if what I'm hearing is true, it seems like the United States is getting their ass kicked.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
That's right. And think about that.
And I really like what he's saying is. I think what he's saying, Jim, is you and Diane are saying what it looks like on TV is the U.S. is getting their ass kicked, and he's showing you fireworks. Because what are we actually seeing?
Oh, because we've been seeing the fireworks. Yeah,
exactly. That's what he's. That's what.
Yeah,
he's,
those rockets are just fireworks. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying it's happening or not happening. I'm just saying if they're saying it's true, it's it's just a bunch of bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
But you're saying that the U.S. is getting their butts kicked.
I'm saying if what they're presenting is true, then they're getting their butts kicked, right? That's if what the media is saying is true. So I'm not paying much attention to what goes on there. I don't really look into all this stuff because I don't care about it. Nonsense. It's all nonsense to me.
Yeah. Hi, Vicky.
Hello. I'm so sorry. Can you now? I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, you're okay. Go ahead. Do you have a question for Phil or Jim or me or the wall? Anything? Go ahead.
Because now, if he gets all these,
Vicky's having a little trouble.
And they're going to get killed.
They're talking about
Takes a little practice.
And again, you were saying, how are you going to deliver them?
What the hell? You're gonna send these guys over there, and then you're gonna get mad at the Iranians for killing the Iraqis over there. I mean, you guys you're poking the bear.
So today's news events create tomorrow's history, right? And so a revisionist is, in my opinion, is supposed to make sure that the media stays straight and doesn't warp the history as it's always done. I mean, forever.
Well, they make up the stories that become history. I think that's what
exactly. And so, if
this will
if
be
the revisionists don't call it out, well, then who's supposed to call it out?
Yeah, I don't know. We're
at this point, it's the fakeologists. The fakeologists are the closest ones who are calling it out, in my opinion. And
You're right.
well, of course, but I am on a different bend because I focus a lot of my attention on World War II. In my opinion, I believe that the victors of World War II are still ruling this world. I believe World War II decided who was going to rule this world. That's my opinion. And the victors of World War, and once you dissect who these people were, these bankers, these people who felt it necessary to go invade Europe and cross the Channel and to cross the Mediterranean.
War is a business, Phil. I mean, that's obvious.
Well, yeah, and so it's the bankers, and we're trying to get a psychological profile of who these bankers are and what their agenda is. And
it's more than bankers. It's how about industrialists? Do you not think the companies that the banks loan the money to the companies that end up making the
and see, that's it. See, the banks are the ones.
Yeah, I know, but they just print the money. But the industrialists or the people that own these companies, they're inevitably the ones that end up with the money that can accumulate.
They benefit from it.
Of course.
Of course they do.
The bank, I think sometimes blaming the banks is like blaming the highway for car crashes. They're just a conduit. In the end, there are people that are accumulating the money.
Blaming the employee for what
I know, but in the end, there's always a few guys at the top that accumulate all the money. That's how the game works. I think we can see that. Now, hold on a sec. Vicky, can you hear us? No, Vicky left. And now we have a caller-inner. Wow.
A caller-inner.
Hold time, 9 seconds.
We'll take it any way we can get it. Caller-inner, where are you calling from? What's your name?
Yeah, it's Rick in Arizona.
Rick, how you been?
Rick in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm been okay. How you guys been?
We're doing okay. I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to speak for others. Phil, how you been?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah. I'm on vacation. I'm doing great.
Jim, how you been?
Okay,
there you go. There's your answer. Go ahead, Rick.
Well, there's a lot of speculation out. Well, not a lot of speculation. Yeah, on this show there is that this war is fake.
Yeah. Okay.
And
what do you think? Is it real?
I don't. I can't prove anything, but if you wanted to fake a war,
yeah,
you do it with a country that's on the other side of the world where everybody's language is foreign to everybody else.
Okay.
And then you get a Manchurian candidate in there like Trump, who's on one side of him is the World Wrestling Federation, on the other side of him is Hollywood. And then you go to Fox News and you find some schmuck to run the Pentagon. And that's a recipe for a fake war. Now, is it fake? Where are the casualties? And they say, they're hiding the casualties.
Pete Hegseth is the same amount of a clown as any of the others. I don't have respect for anybody who runs the Pentagon. Not a single one.
The fucking media is running the Pentagon. People
that
want to fake a war. You want to fake a war, you get somebody from Fox News to run the Pentagon. Okay?
Well, and that's who Pete Hegseth is what you're saying.
Yeah, Pete Hegseth is the point man in the whole thing.
Okay.
He has to control the Pentagon. And he has to get rid of the people that are sneaking up on him and maybe figuring something out. I'm just telling you, I don't know for sure, but if you want to fake a war, this is a very good recipe. And when I see some black people freaking out on television because their children got killed over in the Middle East, then I'll believe people are getting killed. My ex used to work in a hospital on an oncology ward, and she was always scared to death because if there's a black person dying of cancer when they die, the whole family of 40 people are going to be up there, and they're going to be just going berserk. So when I see some black people freaking out that their kids have been killed in the Middle East, I'll be for sure there's a war over there. But this is a great recipe for a fake war. Where are all the videos that you can actually look at and say, yeah, all these Middle Eastern bases are been destroyed? Where does it? What country after you kill all their leaders and you kill a bunch of kids in school would even spend their time to go to Pakistan to talk to Trump. And here's Trump. He's on the 29th of August. Trump is having this big shindig out at Mar-a-Lago. It's $1 million plate fundraiser, and you get to meet and greet Donald Trump. Now, who the hell would want to be 10 feet from Donald Trump? I mean, he's been what? They've tried to kill him 3 times. We know that's all fake.
Yeah.
But who is going to want to be standing anywhere near Trump when somebody tries to kill him? Where are all the suicide bombers that we've heard from the last 40 years?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you're going to try to kill Trump, man, you're going to take the whole block out, you know? So who really wants to hang around Trump? Did you know that mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, who hates Donald Trump and been fighting with Donald Trump, he went to that dinner for the correspondence dinner where Donald Trump showed up. That was a prime place to blow it to kingdom come if you wanted to get back at the United States. I wouldn't even go near Donald Trump if I was any kind of person in this political world. I would stay as far away from him as possible.
I believe Jacob Fry knows exactly what's going on. I know Jacob Fry knows that Donald Trump is his guy, and he's pretending to hate Donald Trump. But oh no, Jacob Fry is fully aware that Donald Trump is the biggest gift that he'll ever get, because Trump is doing exactly what Jacob Fry wants him to do, and that is to act like a clown and do this ICE thing that is exact. I mean, these videos of these ICE incidents are going to be replayed over and over again for decades to come, and it's going to be painted as the dark time in American history when fascists allowed these armed thugs to roam the streets and just shoot Mexicans in the streets, and it was akin to the Klan. It was like sending Klan members out in the street to kill black people, and they're exactly equating this situation with the Klan in the media, from what I see.
Hey, Phil, hold on a sec. I just want to welcome Comentadoros to the studio. Comentadoros, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from? What's your name? Do you want to say hi to Rick in Arizona?
Fine, how are you? I'm calling from Greece, Athens.
Oh, wow. Greece, Athens, or Athens, Greece? Athens, Greece. Wow.
Greece.
Do you have a comment?
What time is it there?
Yeah, we're going to test you. What time is it there? Okay. Vicky.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Vicky, can you hear us now? We got a whole panel today.
Who is Vicky?
Well,
Vicky's also in the studio. Comentadoros, do you have a comment or a question for the panel?
What is the subject? What is the topic today? Jim believes in Iran hoax.
Well, Jim is. I'll let Jim speak for Jim. Go ahead, Jim.
I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
What did you say? Say it clearly if you could.
Jim, do you believe the Iranian war hoax?
Well, I'm not saying that. I think what's going on there is a false flag. All right, the information we're getting, I don't even know what's going on. So I can't say if it's fake or not fake. I just don't have any information. But for what I see, I think there's a problem with it. What's going on over there? So if you have information to show me that there's a war or people are getting killed, then you have to show me. But I don't see what's going on.
Yes. In fact, everything is on the TV, like the COVID hoax, the Israel-Gaza fake war.
Mm-hmm.
You can't verify anything. You just see the gas price going up, and that's all.
Yeah, that's true. Gas prices are going up. Mm-hmm.
Look, there's such a glut of oil in the world. It's just pushing the price down. The price of oil is only worth $20 a barrel. I mean, every time the price of oil starts getting into the low 20s and 15, there's a war, like the Gulf War. Right before the Gulf War in 1990, oil was down to $18 a barrel. I mean,
I agree with you. Oil. It only costs as much as it takes to get it out of the ground and refine it. Is that what you're saying? That's the true cost?
Yeah,
In
it's
fact,
there's so much of it. It's everywhere.
No, I'm with you
I
on
mean,
that. So
the
how do
state
they?
of North Dakota alone
So how do they get?
1.2
So how do they get the
1.2
price
million
up?
barrels a day.
So how do they keep the price up?
What they're doing right now.
Yeah.
They're doing the best they can to keep. If there was a real war over there, in my mind, that shit would be $200 a barrel because that is such a lifeline for the rest of the world. Now, North Dakota pumps 1.2 million barrels a day.
Mm-hmm.
We're the largest oil producer of the United States.
Yes.
But that little strait controls the lifeline for that whole eastern part of the world. And I'm thinking, well, if there's a real war there, I mean, the oil would be $200 a barrel.
I agree with that.
They just can't get it at 200 because there's so much of it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got oil.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So and
they're using this oil. This oil is throwing off tons of cash when it starts getting to $100 a barrel into the hands of stockholders, which are, like I said before, pension funds that need this money to keep their funds solvent.
Okay.
I don't know if it's fake or not, but when I see some black people screaming that they've just lost their kid in the Middle East, then I'll know for sure there's a war because there's a lot of black people in the military.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's just because they need a job? Is that why? Or
Well, I'm just telling you, there is a lot of black people in the military all over the world. So, I mean, if there's real killing, there's going to be some dead black people, and you're going to see their parents on social media having a complete breakdown.
Right. And we don't see that.
No, we don't see that.
No, we never see
That's
it.
a good. It's a
Even
good
during
point.
these,
Good point, Rick. Good point, Rick.
Yeah.
even during these black killings, when the parents go, oh, Trayvon Martin, let's talk about that and how the parents reacted very strange. And the trial, if you watch the trial, their star witness was this complete buffoon. I forget her name, but she had some funny name. But that trial was a complete show trial.
Yeah, I agree. That was a CIA trial. Hey, Phil, hold on a sec. We got Dookie Foot in the room now. Dookie Foot, hello.
Dookie Foot.
This room is packing up. Dookie Foot, say something. How about Vicky? Can you hear us? Okay, we got a
It's
whole
filling
bunch
up with people who can't work their mics.
We got a whole bunch of mutes. We got Doris from Greece. This is the first caller ever from Greece.
Yes.
Your mic works.
How did you find the show?
I found the show in 2020, I think, during the COVID pandemic.
Okay.
But I have never called in or something like this.
Yeah, I think I see some of your comments on.
Yes,
BitChute. You're on BitChute, Jim's channel.
No BitChute. I don't have BitChute. I have sent some mails to Jim.
Oh, sent email some, Jim, right?
Some mails to Phil.
Yeah.
In the past, and some comments on Fakeologist.
Right. Somebody keeps calling me Tim Bot, and I don't know.
It's me.
Why am I a bot? Can you
Tim
explain
Bot, Robot Tim, and Abbot.
What does that mean? Because I was going to ban you for disparaging me, but then I thought, well, I better get your explanation. So why am I a bot?
I think this started when you went with the Jesuits.
Oh, I see. I actually haven't gone with anybody, but
So is Lynn here?
No, Lynn is not here today. She's on Thursday. You can call in then, but can you just explain to me why I'm a bot? Because I still don't get it.
I liked someone told it, wrote it in the comments, and I liked it.
Oh, okay. But what is it? Does it mean anything? Should I be offended, or should I just take the name?
It probably means that you are repeating something or something like this.
Okay.
This is how I can understand it.
Okay. I won't take offense.
Hey, Tim. Hey, Tim, what happened to your stream for the last week? I've heard nothing but static.
Oh, you talking about the audio chat?
Yeah, the audio channel. You know, where you're continuously running the show, the stream.
You're talking about, well, I have two streams. I've got this stream, which shouldn't be static. I always test it now. And the audio chat stream?
Yeah, whatever stream I have on my phone that I click, it was nothing but static the whole week.
Yeah.
Nobody complained to you about it?
Yes, I'm trying to fix it. But between doing the
okay,
show
all
and a
right.
full-time job. No, something happened to the
No,
windows.
okay.
No,
Okay, so yeah, you're aware of it though.
I am
Okay,
aware
I
of it. I have addressed it. I'm trying to fix it, but it just started doing it. I think it's a Windows attacking the audio
Yeah,
portion.
okay.
Yeah, it's taking time. I've already spent an hour trying to fix it, so I'm trying to install some new audio drivers, but that's about it. But I'm working on it.
You got to fix that yourself, doesn't your?
I don't have
doesn't your,
anybody. I'm me. I'm a
so
one.
what do you got? You got a server in your where you live, like a tower with some software on it, and that's your.
Actually,
server,
it's a $300 NUC. That's a network unit of computing. It's a tiny little box. It's a full computer, and I run it separately so it won't interfere with anything else. But it's a low end computer, but it should have enough power to just run an audio stream. So that's what it is.
You don't have like GoDaddy running your website?
No, I have Me Daddy. Me,
okay.
Tim Daddy.
I don't know much about this, but
no,
so
I know.
basically you control whatever's coming out of your residence or whatever, wherever your office or whatever.
That is right. That is right. I'm a one-man operation. I have a $70 a month internet connection, and everything else is I'm trying to run it on my own. So
hey, I got a question for you before I go.
Okay.
Hal Turner said that he's got like $7,000 a month in expenses. How can that be?
Who's Hal Turner?
He's got a radio show on every night at 8 o'clock. He's on now.
Okay. What does he talk about?
He talks about stuff you talk about, but not fakeologist so much. But he talks about he's a prepper. Put it that way. But I mean, $7,000-8,000 a month to.
It's the data traffic. It's the data traffic.
Well, I don't
data transfer.
No, yes, the traffic. He's got a lot of. See, if you have a lot of, let's say you have a million people calling in or listening, that takes up a lot of bandwidth, and it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money for that bandwidth.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what that means because I have one connection that uses a very small amount. I mean, the video takes a lot of data, but I just.
How much do you pay a month?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's not served from my place. I connect to the Restream servers, and they're the ones that send it to YouTube and FAK1300 and X, so they handle the bandwidth, and that's only.
How much do you spend a month just to do this then?
Well,
I mean, Turner says he's spending $8,000 a month.
No. The most expensive thing I've got is FAK1300. That's $200 US a month. It's $100 for the space and $100 approximately for the bandwidth. Then that bandwidth fluctuates between 1 and 200. But this just to have the videos on FAK1300, that's $100, and the bandwidth is more variable. So hopefully a bot won't attack FAK1300 because that could drive up the bandwidth cost. So right now it's about 100. So
could you have 900 people listening? Could you have 900 people listening?
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I've got 67 on YouTube. YouTube doesn't charge you. X doesn't charge you.
I don't know if this guy's bullshitting it, but he's raking in like $7-8 grand a month easily by telling people he.
Well, I've never said I need.
All right, guys.
I've personally never said I need any money, and we're value for value. You pay whatever you think. But no, I can't see that. You're paying for his car, his.
I know.
You're paying for a lot, but we run on a shoestring, and that's how much we take in, less than a shoestring. So, thanks, Rick, for calling in.
Thanks for taking my call.
Okay, Rick didn't attack me tonight. That's always a good thing. Always on the thing. Always on the lookout. Dookie Foot. I'll try one more time with you, Dookie Foot. Hello. Okay, Dookie Foot. A lot of guys can't get their internet. You got to have a good internet to connect to the show.
I'm out here in the forest, and I'm able to.
Are you in the forest? Yeah, you do sound different tonight.
Well, yeah, I'm sitting in front of an air conditioner right now. It's 90 degrees outside, and
yeah, they were saying Montana was hot. Are you near Death Valley?
No, I'm up at Lake Hemet. I'm at about 4,300 feet elevation, but we're having a heat spell in Southern California right now.
Yeah, you've got a great connection. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, that's because Southern California is just bombarded with 5G. I mean, we're just getting it just permeating our brains everywhere.
You're using your phone, right, Phil?
Yeah, I'm on a hotspot with my phone. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. All
So
right.
you're getting great connect. You should be happy about 5G then, because you're getting a great connection to the
Yeah,
fakeologist.
my brain's already fried anyway, so I don't.
Well.
I like 5G, and you know what? I also like AI, and
Okay.
I have long conversations with AI because she knows everything about my equipment. I ask her questions, and she tells me how to
Yeah.
use my equipment and what kind of cables I need. And
Yeah, it does keep track of your conversations, which does bother me, because I was talking to AI and it said, "Oh, and your wife, she's about this age," and I thought, "Oh, come on."
I
If
have
you
no discussions with her about my personal life. It's only
no, I
business.
yeah, I know, but sometimes they might ask anyway.
If
It
you are
remembers
using if you are using the free AI
yes.
without charge, you can just delete the cookies of the browser.
Yeah, well, if you're logged in though, it's keeping the data on its own server,
Yes,
I
of
think.
course, if you're logged in.
Yeah, well, you have to log in if you want to ask even more than one question, I think so. No, I think it's a double-edged sword. I love AI too.
Sometimes she leads me down the wrong path, and she gives me the wrong piece of equipment, and then at the end she says, "My bad. I should have known that piece of equipment would overheat." And it's like, well, yeah, you should have known it would overheat, and but fortunately, I've been able to return all the pieces I fried because Amazon has an awesome return policy, and so
Okay, I think Vicky's in the studio now. Vic,
Oh, my third device. I'm so sorry. Both my mobile phones.
I know they're not working, and Dookie Foots are not working either. But let's get
It
right to
just
the.
it just kept chucking me out.
No, it was no good. I'm glad you. I'm glad you switched to something. Do you got a question for Jim or Phil? Or
yes.
okay,
Exactly.
go
That's
ahead.
why.
Go for it.
Exactly.
Go go.
I just want to confirm what Jim was saying about the KKK, and about the original KKK is not what it's later portrayed to be, and later what it's portrayed to be, the second iteration of the KKK is proven to be psyops, absolute hoaxes. And I don't know if anybody know of Marty Leeds' channel, and
Marty Lee. Yeah, we've heard of him. Yeah.
Marty Leeds did a fantastic 2-hour stream or 3-hour breakdown of the Ku Klux Klan and the original, and then going into the psyops.
So he exposed that some of these events were fake.
Absolutely,
Oh, that's interesting. Martin Leeds. I'll look him up.
Yeah, yes, Marty Leeds.
Do you have a link to them? Do you have a link? Can we look at that?
Yeah, I'll put it in the comments or the show notes. All right. I'm a little bit flustered after try. It was so frustrating.
I know it's not easy.
Yeah, I know.
So Marty Leeds in the KKK.
Oh, I think Marty Leeds. Yeah, I remember he had Wolfgang Halbig. Didn't he do a show with Wolfgang Halbig once?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter who has a show.
Which is good.
Who.
I mean, I like Wolfgang.
Well, that's good, Phil. But I thought you might have come across as just association, all that, condemned by association and all that business. I don't. I just think give Jim a Jim's a good guy, and I really wanted to come on to stress that Jim, he really had a point tonight, and with some research and some looking into it, you'll prove that he's correct.
I think I have Marty Leeds on my flash drive. I brought my flash drives with me out here in the forest because at night I like to put on my old shows that I've saved, because I don't like to use the internet because it wears out here. And so
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, fair enough, Phil.
Marty Leeds under my Sandy Hook file.
Yes.
It's Marty Leeds 33, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Church of Jesus Christ. Not that he actually believes in the real Jesus. It's all about sacred numbers and geometry and you
Yeah,
know,
I'm trying to find his channel right now, but
yeah. Yeah. Sorry. A bit of an anticlimax after
Jim,
all that trying to come on.
Jim Vicky's agreeing with you.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Jim walked it. Yeah. Okay. Jim
Yeah.
likes that. Jim likes agreement. Okay.
I love
Well,
your
yeah.
accent. I love your accent, Jim. If you'd have asked me 2 months ago, it would have been like, "Oh my god, I can't handle this accent." Same as Lynn, but over time, over the last 3 months, I've got to love you all.
Is Jim wearing on you now?
No, not at all. I've grown to love him. That's
Oh,
what I'm
that's what
saying.
that's what I meant. I meant to say it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So Jim is okay. Great. Look at Jim.
And
You
and
got a
Lynn,
fan there.
and Lynn as well. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
talked to Empty Bliss and P Tripper like 3 months ago when I first joined the Discord. And it was like, oh my god, she does my bloody head in. But now I've got to love you all. I've got to
Wow.
appreciate all your accents. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, we
all-
kind of like yours. It's going to take getting used to. We're not used to the British accent. I'm just kidding.
Vicky,
Yeah,
Vicky.
no, I appreciate that, and I know
Do you like the Greek accent of Comentadoros?
I do.
Comentadoros?
Hello, Vicky.
Hello. Pleased
Do
to
you
meet
have
you.
do you have a Cockney accent?
No, I was brought up in London, but that's like northeast London, so that was like Pinner, Harrow. So yeah, no. I'm not a Cockney. No.
But it's British. It's British.
It's British and it's London. Yeah.
Yes.
Even though I live down in Somerset now, southwest of Somerset, southwest of England.
Comentadoros, are you Greek or are you from somewhere else in Greece?
No, I'm Greek. I have a Mediterranean accent.
It sounds almost African.
It's very exotic, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's mostly like Spanish
Mhm.
and a little less like Italian.
Okay.
The native, let's say, the native.
So you're a native Greek then?
Yes,
You're-
yes.
Okay, all right. I'm not used to it, but my neighbor just got back from Greece and loved it. So
I love. I've been to Crete, Cyprus, Rhodes. Yeah.
Yes, islands. It's very
Yes,
nice.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Has Jim,
beautiful.
have you been to Greece?
No.
All right. What about you, Phil?
Never.
No.
No,
I
but I have
hear
been
it's a
in
lot like
Italy.
Southern California. The climate.
It's about
It's
the
the
same.
same. The Californian climate near the sea. It's the same Mediterranean climate with olive trees, vines, herbs, and all this.
Do you got Mexicans?
Absolutely. I went to Cephalonia for a wedding. It was beautiful, picking the lemons off the tree and the olives. It was absolutely.
All right.
heaven.
Let's get back to fakeology.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We got to stop the tourism channel. I just want to.
I'm sorry. All right. No, thank you.
Well, we got
Thank
all these
you.
accents. We got distracted.
I'm sorry.
I guess I have the accent. I got a Southern California accent.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do they call? I mean, so what? I mean, how do I sound to you? I mean, do I sound like a Southern California, or what do I sound like?
Yes.
I do.
No, I don't think so. You just sound like a American. I don't think you
Oh,
have.
okay, so I sound like a generic American.
No.
I think so.
Not to
Me,
me.
you do. Well, I don't even know, but you told us most Southern Californians are Mexican, so you don't have that Mexican accent.
Well, in my neighborhood, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So they're the real Californians. You're just an imposter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phil reminds me of this guy from the movie Falling Down.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
People have told me that.
Yeah, well, that was Michael Douglas when he was getting mad. Yeah,
It's a good film. It's a good
it was
film.
okay. Yeah, I like Michael Douglas. Wall Street.
How did I become the bad guy?
Well,
Isn't that what he
you know,
said? Isn't that what he said in that movie?
You're very You're
How did I become the bad guy?
you're very critical of Jim, Phil. You're very
It works both ways, actually.
Absolutely.
I thought it was the other way.
Oh, not from my listening, but
Okay, hold on. We got another caller in.
I could be wrong.
24
This is quite the
seconds.
call-in show today. Caller, where are you calling from? What's your name?
This is Dookie calling from
Hello, Dookie.
Hey, Dookie, you're trying to join in. You're killing the coming in and out 100 times. It doesn't work.
I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna have
Look,
to.
I did it. For God's
No,
sake.
you're gonna have
Something
to.
about my phone.
No, you got.
It's my phone. I've got the cheapest phone at Walmart.
I know,
sells.
you told us. Go to Target and get a phone.
Well,
Look, I got two cheap phones, and I
the money on
also
an actual
didn't manage
phone
it. I had to get my
that-
laptop out. I had to go and sneak into my mum's sleeping
Yeah, you
room
got to
and-
use a
and get it
laptop.
out.
That works better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a laptop, but it's not much better. It's a Chromebook, and they're just the cheapest.
All right.
They're also it's the cheapest laptop at Walmart. So I have the cheapest phone and the cheapest laptop
Okay.
at
What?
Walmart.
Okay. Never mind. What do you got?
Anyway.
tonight? What do you got for us?
No, I'm loving the conversation. When
Okay.
first of all, I want to comment about Phil
Yes.
and his voice. To me, he does sound like a generic American to me.
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
But you're an American and Canada.
And that's not
Canadians,
It's not a slam. It's just
no, it's not a slight.
It's just no,
Not
it's
a
just
slight.
an observation. An observation.
Yeah, there's no slight. We're all friends
No,
here.
I'm not sliding.
No one
I'm
is
not
slighting anyone. We've got.
No,
Look, we've
not
all got to
sliding
stick
Phil at
together
all.
here, us fakeologists, for God's sake. No
mean,
matter what we
I mean-
think of each other.
That sounds like black actors. We got to stick together.
Hold time 56
Oh.
seconds.
I'm kind of liking the Arkansas accent because of the YouTube channel on the Arkansas State Police, but
Oh my God!
so I'm digging
don't
that.
even mention it.
I
Hey,
know.
Please don't mention that.
I know. Well, I
You know
want.
how much I don't like those guys.
I know. Some of them are.
Those boys in blue.
So-
Those boys in blue, man, they will do anything to get you.
Oh, I know
And
that.
I mean anything. If they have to get out of their car and put on a jetpack to get you, they will.
Oh, I know. I watch it. I watch
They
it all
will
the time.
definitely get you.
I never saw anything like it. Hey, we got another caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, who's the caller?
Hey, hold on before anything. There's one guy that allegedly they can't get, and he's in a blacked out. I want to say it's a Charger.
Yeah, they're all Chargers.
But apparently they've tried to catch this guy like 6 or 7 times, and he's
Okay.
always got different plates on, and he gets away every time.
All right.
And
So
it's an
sounds
anomaly.
like sounds
because
like a
normally
challenge.
The ASP, yeah, normally the ASP, and a lot of people online are speculating that this guy is actually an ex-cop that just lives for the thrill.
Or maybe he
and
is a
wants to
cop.
see if-
Maybe he's the
he
the
could be an active cop.
He might be the
You're right,
pace. He might be the pace car. You know what a pace car is.
Yeah, you're right. He could be an active cop.
He
Just
could be.
putting him through
He
a
could be
test.
the legendary Jacob Bird with a Y. Jacob Bird. He's the number one. He's the
I'm gonna
number.
be the senator. No.
Jacob Bird is the number one pit police car in Arkansas. He now trains the boys how to pit people. You know what a pit is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what it stands for, but I do know what the pit maneuver is. They
Yeah.
get your bumper and they hit it.
Yeah, it's
they
a
turn left or right.
It's a
and you spin out of
TVR,
control.
tactical vehicle removal off the road, or something like that. Yeah, I forget what pit is as well. Hey, one more caller in, or where are you calling in, caller inner? Where are you calling from?
Brian in Washington.
Hi, Brian.
no.
Hello,
Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Brian, say hi to this huge crowd.
Look, I'm a bit concerned that Squirrel
Not
wasn't here
Brian.
tonight after your slight on the English language. 'cause
Hey,
he
Brian.
he was a bit upset.
Well, he'll get over it. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Hey,
Brian.
Brian, I'm not one
I'm
of the
here to-
fans that you were talking about last show you were on, but I just had to let that out. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm just here to try and salvage some usefulness
Yeah.
out of this show.
Yeah,
It's
please
turning
do.
into just a coffee party at this point.
I'm sorry. please go for it, Brian.
I just remember yesterday's broadcast. There was some discussions I want to, make sure if somebody puts Frank, the salt guy, puts Tim on the spot, what's the purpose of your show?
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
I can answer that.
Okay.
And I said it in a call in a few days ago.
Yeah.
FAKO Tim is here to present something other than Miles Mathis clearly pointing at the Jews.
Yeah.
There has to be somebody that is whose job it is.
A counterpoint.
Okay, should if
has
it's a
Miles
job,
Mathis has he ever come to the conclusion that the Holocaust was fake? Because I think he, of all the topics, he did. He did.
Of course, he's a fakeologist. Of course.
Okay, well then.
There you go, Phil. So much for that theory.
Well, then that
Look,
changes
Miles
the whole
Mathis has
narrative.
been on the scene for fucking 20 years. Sorry, I'm so sorry. For a long time. I'm sorry.
Jim doesn't like you swearing.
I'm sorry.
Only
I'm
Jim
sorry.
is not allowed to cuss. Didn't
I'm
you know
sorry.
that?
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
Apology accepted.
I'm so sorry,
I just want
everyone.
to get this out.
Yes.
That, fakeologist Tim is here to present something other than the Jews are running this whole thing and divert people towards the Jesuits and a bunch of other.
No. I'm sorry. Ab isn't to divert anybody. Ab just gives his point of view.
That's
and
right.
Wherever that leads, it may lead. And sometimes he might have an opinion on this, and other times he might have an opinion on that.
That's right.
Ab is not here to divert anybody or to give anybody any point of view. All he does is give us his own point of view.
And one of my greatest revelations that I just came up with recently, we talked about it, is I think the most underrepresented religion in the United States is none. The Nun Party has no representation in Congress. So if the Nun Party, no religious affiliation, could get their act together, they would have a very substantial party. What do you think of that theory?
That's if you believe that politics even is a system that you can participate in.
Exactly.
That's
with a
fine.
goal.
Yeah, okay. I'm just throwing it out there that they don't have a voice.
One thing that you threw out the other day that I really enjoyed was the fact that silence equals consent.
Yeah,
because
yes, that was the phrase I was trying to
50%
find.
of the people don't say anything. They don't have an opinion. They don't care. So their silence is a yes, an automatic yes.
Of course it is.
So they leave the other 50%, which is divided bifurcatedly into the 25 and the 25, to fight it out.
That's
while
right.
the other 50%
Dookie.
don't even give a damn.
Exactly.
So it's like you get. I mean, that was one of the best points you made that I've heard in the last few weeks.
Oh, thank you, Dookie.
Is that
I come up with a few.
You do. No, you have a great point, and I like where Brian's going with this, but I think he has an agenda with his whole way he's presenting it. It sounds like he has some type of agenda going on with this.
Brian does have an agenda, yeah.
No, I know he does. I know he does, and we all know he does.
Yeah.
But that's fine, and we can call him out on that, and I hope he responds. But the fact of the matter is Brian is trying to put you in a position to where just because you're not saying something about this or that means that you're in support of this or that.
Yeah,
that's not what it means.
Yeah, that's right.
It can mean that if you weren't a participant, but you're an active participant in discussion.
Mm-hmm.
He's including you into the 50% of the people that don't care. And I disagree with that 100% because we've had valuable conversations, and Vicky is a valuable contributor to the Discord. You're a valuable contributor to the Discord. Where's Brian in the Discord? Brian doesn't come on the Discord. He doesn't contribute. He just wants to call in and claim that you're presenting. Just because you don't present a.
I don't even talk about the Jesuits that much.
You don't.
I really don't.
No, you've just brought it up a few times as a matter of
topic,
as a matter of interest.
Yeah.
Listen, It's because there's no reason to.
No,
Why
I know.
would you? It's a waste of time. It's a sideshow. It's a side story. It's a subplot. You're looking at a split. They're trying to split your attention from what's happening to the group that's supplying it. But that's not really
Hold
what we should
time,
be focusing
3
on.
minutes,
Oh my God, we got a full
45
crew.
We got another
We got
caller
a
in.
full crew, baby.
Caller in. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
I'm calling from the South Shore of the St. Lawrence Seaway. My name is John Becker.
Oh, hi, John. Now, the only problem is Brian won't be able
Hello,
to hear
hello,
you
John.
because you're on the
Becker.
same line as Brian from Washington. So, Brian, you won't be able to hear. I don't think you'll be able to hear John because our phone lines are overloaded.
They are jammed, baby.
Unless somebody hangs
Well,
up.
they seem to be big today. I came in late.
Yeah.
I didn't see a specific topic, but Miles Mathis oftentimes suggests that the Jews are Phoenicians, at least the upper crust of them. And he has even suggested, are they Phoenicians pretending to be Jews?
No.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, actually, let's ask Jim because Jim's been quiet. Jim, do you know about the Phoenicians?
Well, I've heard of them. I mean, what's the question?
What do you know about them? What do you know about them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much about them. I mean, it hasn't come up in conversation in my life. So
I know about
wow,
the
that's
wait, hold on.
interesting.
The Greek
That's
guy,
interesting.
Commentadoros. Do you know
Hello.
about the Phoenicians?
The Phoenicians was, do you know Carthago?
Cartagua?
Carthago, this northern African colony.
Okay. Northern Africa. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Supposedly Phoenicians were... Yes?
Did the Phoenicians control? Did the Phoenicians control the trade in the Mediterranean?
Supposedly were very good sailors and all this.
They were
They're good sailors, yeah.
And they tried to somehow hijack the Greek history through Phoenicians. That is, everything that Greece has done.
Yeah.
Supposedly the Phoenicians had done it earlier.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you got the Phoenicians and the Venetians, but the
Right.
Not
Venetians
Venetians,
are
but-
the Phoenicians. The PH and the V. The Phoenicians and the Venetians.
The
PH.
Venetians are from
Yes.
Italy. It's a
Yeah,
different.
they're from Venice. They're from Venice, but they were also traders, of course.
So the Phoenicians had that colony on northern Africa called Carthago. Carthage. I don't know how do you call it?
Carthage.
Is it Carthage?
Yes.
Carthage. Okay.
Which was destroyed eventually by the Romans.
Right.
And is known a Roman chancellor who was saying in every speech, he was saying Carthago delenda est. Finishing every time he was finishing his speech, he was reminding to the Romans that they have to destroy Carthage.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, we got a lot of players. Yeah. So that's anything else, John?
Well, you talked about the religious being none.
Yeah, the nun
and
party.
I agree with that. People are really going to none. I think the church has betrayed the people because the top half, like in my own, is totally corrupt and owned by the ruling elite.
Yeah.
And you have them telling people to share your wealth with the third world and other countries and share jobs. And it's turned people into paupers here. Beggars in North America and Europe. And many people have walked away from the churches because of these things.
Okay.
And also, they're going to have a problem, though, especially in my church, is the only churches that are growing and even surviving are the most conservative churches, more or less that are rejecting that, like the SSPX and others. They're going to be the only ones that have any members. And I think they're going to find some strange problems. And I've been told that many of the clergy will not take positions as bishops right now because all they want them to do is close churches. And many of them are opposed to that because the clergy of the last 30 years has been very conservative.
So many churches over here in England are being sold.
Right. And
So
Now,
yeah,
okay.
John,
John,
are you talking about Catholic churches?
I'm talking about all churches, but I can give you about the Catholic Church especially. But
Yeah, because
also,
we don't like normal churches, non-Catholic churches, I should say. They don't have bishops and shit like that.
Well, they're
It's more
dying
like
too.
you got
They're
your
dying
pastors. And,
Yeah. Well,
Well, I
guys,
think Miles Mathis came into the conversation here, and he likes to fancy himself as a photographic expert of analyzing. But I would like to ask Miles Mathis one question: how do you analyze photographs that don't exist? My research points me in the direction of finding events where we should have a treasure trove of photographs, but yet none exist. It's like a black hole. And see, that always piques my interest whenever there's a black hole in the historical record. And so that's a direction that Miles chooses not to go. And I also disagree with many of his photographic analysis also. But he's not here to defend himself. Miles thinks of me as as some kind of an agent. And so he has said that before, that Fakenukes Phil is an agent.
Interesting.
Yes.
well,
And
that's
so,
the thing. Agents love pointing at agents, and I'm not saying that you're.
Other agents point at agents.
But agents will point at someone and say that they're an agent.
And they're the
because
agent.
they themselves are the agent.
Got it. That's
Miles likes to fancy himself as the expert in logic. Well, I would like to challenge his logic if he would ever give me a chance.
It's like narcissists.
But of course he won't.
That's
But of
like
course he
seeing
won't.
you.
That's the game. That's the game. You're never going to get that chance to make your case because he's an agent and you're not.
No, Phil.
You live in a fucking basement.
Phil,
You
you've
live
got
in a
your own
fucking
channel.
basement and he lives on fucking Wall Street.
Okay,
There's
Dookie,
a big
Dookie, calm
difference.
down with the swearing, eh? I gotta
Phil,
point it out.
Phil, you've
We're
got
trying
your
to
own
keep
chat.
this PG rated.
Yeah, it's too late.
Sorry
Phil-
about
Too late.
Phil, you've got your own channels, so you're able to analyze his work and,
Well, I have challenged him on my channel about the Pearl Harbor event. I know he's got a different version of what happened.
Whatever you was just talking about
think
just
it's
now
so?
about the photos, etc. You've got a talking point, haven't you?
You got a talking point. All right,
Yeah.
guys, you got to wrap it up. It's over an hour, and
Okay,
we're kind of off topic tonight, but it was a
I
good.
know,
It was a
I'm
good
sorry.
party. It was a good party.
Can I just ask Fakenukes Phil one question?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, Nukes, what's your what is Miles Mathis's take on Pearl Harbor?
He believes that the attack really happened. The Japanese,
really?
the
Doesn't he?
Japanese perpetrated it. But
Oh,
he's mostly into the that the FDR allowed it to happen. He's all into that's the mainstream conspiracy.
He's into the MSM Plus.
Right.
He's
That's-
into the
that's
MSM Plus.
No,
version.
not always, but that.
Well,
right
Miles
there.
Mathis doesn't realize that there's a black hole when it comes to Pearl Harbor, a black hole where we should have a treasure trove of photographs, but none exist.
You should look into
And-
John Harmer.
Yeah.
Photos
Yeah.
from Pearl
John-
Harbor, and he says they're fake.
John Hamer.
Pearl
John Harmer.
Harbor are fake.
John Hamer. Look into John Hamer.
Interesting.
He's done a lot of work into that, proving that it's absolutely fake.
That's very interesting, Phil, because you look at those Pearl Harbor photos that exist, and what about it makes it convincing to me?
Yeah, the photos that do exist do not prove the case, because if you look
They
at
don't- they don't
No, they
normal,
don't. No, they don't.
if you look at the normal video that they show us, there's no bodies in the water. We should have American sailors floating in the water. We were told that the battleships blew up. Well, that would have blown the sailors into the harbor, and we should have dead bodies floating in the. We have none. We have none.
Yes, and
And-
there's more than that, Phil. There's lots more than that, Phil. Yes.
Oh,
look,
have you seen
here's my
any?
thing. So
yeah,
here's my
there's so much proof that it's all fake. Absolute. The whole thing is.
Oh,
a
okay,
stage-
yes.
it's a stage
It was a
play.
it was a
But here's my
staged
thing.
drill. The Navy
Yeah,
does
yeah.
staged
But-
drills all the time.
a stage production,
But here's the
a
thing.
movie production.
If he's covering for something that large, what else is he fucking?
I
what else
wouldn't.
is he playing
Look,
games
I
on?
wouldn't. Look, I
Yes.
wouldn't write
You know
off
what I'm saying?
Mars
If he's
Matthew's
covering for
slap.
something that
Look,
big, what
I
else
just-
is he
Okay.
shading on?
I just
Okay,
think we've all got our
Hey
Achilles
Phil, join
heel.
join the Fakeologist Discord, please. Phil,
Yeah,
Yes,
we need you
yes.
in there.
Everyone can join the Discord. Okay, guys.
Okay,
We're
I'll
gonna wrap
download
up.
it.
We're way
Discord.
off track tonight,
Thank
but
you, thank you.
thanks
Bye-bye.
everyone
Okay.
for joining in. Brian, John the
Thank
Beggar, Dookie Foot, Commentadoros, Vicky, Jim Rizzoli, Fake Nukes. What a blockbuster tonight. I hope I didn't miss anybody. We had Rick from Arizona. Big show. All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Have a
All
great
right.
Good time.
See you next week.
All
Bye.
right.
Thank you.
Good night.
And here's some
Bye,
discordant
Jim.
music.
Bye, Jim.
Bye.
Bye, Vicky.
And here's some discordant music. Angine de Poitrine from Quebec. See you, everybody.